How's it going, everyone? This is Mike over at Monster Mobile Marketing, and today we're going to be checking out an insanely fun and challenging game called Bouncers Adventures, brought to you by Snapstorm Technologies. With over 30 levels of side-scrolling intense bouncing action, your goal will be to get your character, or I mean your ball, across the board without hitting any obstacles and grabbing up as many coins and power-ups as possible. Let's jump into the action and check it out. Now we're sitting on the main menu screen here where we've got a few things to go over real quick before we jump into our bounce in action. Up in the upper left hand corner we've got our bouncer coins that we've currently racked up, 1,623 there, and going throughout our levels. In the upper right hand corner, as you can see, we're already signed in as Monster Mike, and when you first initially install the game, you will also create a username that you will use throughout that is connected to the Game Center in order to keep track of your achievements and high scores. Now we're going to go and look at the buttons here, and we can jump into our power-ups on the left-hand side here. And as you can see, we've got Flower Power, and basically what this does is these turns any spikes into flowers, therefore they cannot pop your ball. Now this is very useful because there are a lot of spikes throughout the game. Now we've also got this other power-up that we're not even going to try to pronounce, something cat mode there, that basically turns you invincible. And as you can see, that will cost you 10,000 bouncer coins. Now we can also go into characters here, and as you can see, we can purchase different characters that we can use as we play. And down toward the bottom here, we got some funny ones there. An Abe Lincoln looking one, a little guy with a fro and a pick in his hair. And we're going to slide over to coins now. And with the in-app purchases, we can go ahead and buy more bouncer coins in order to get different characters and power-ups throughout the game. Now let's take a look at our achievements. And as you can see at the top, we've got challenges, we've got collectibles, and we can keep tabs on what we've done in our career. And we're going to back out of that real quick. Now down at the bottom on the left-hand side, we can check out more of the developers' apps, as well as click the button right next to that with a little arrow and a kind of like a shopping bag looking thing, which will take you to a website where you can purchase merchandise for Bouncers Adventures. Now over on the right-hand side, we've got a little gear thing where we can go ahead and click on that, and we can follow them on Facebook and Twitter. We can change the audio, we can log out, and we can go ahead and rate the game. And if we go ahead and click on the middle tab on info there, we get a brief overview of the company's website and support email. We're going to go ahead and jump over to help. And this basically shows you what to avoid, obviously, with the spikes and the pits, as well as collecting coins. Now all you have to do is press on the side of the device that you're using in order to move your ball around. So if you want to bounce to the right, you simply touch the right hand side screen. If you want to jump to the left, obviously you touch the left hand side of the screen. Now let's go ahead and back, and let's jump into a game here. We're going to start off on level 2. And as you can see, we rack up stars as we go through a board. And we're ready, so we're going to hit play. And as you can see, our ball is just sitting there bouncing. We haven't touched the screen yet. So we're going to go ahead and hit the screen off to the right there. And sometimes you'll have to nudge it a little bit to the right to make sure you're going to avoid certain things like the spikes and such. There's going to be times where you can just kind of not hit anything and let it bounce on its own, like I'll do right there. And I'll give it a little nudge that time. And that's not going to be good, and I fell down. Let's go ahead and try that one again. Like I noted at the beginning of the video here, this is a highly challenging game that is quite addictive, by the way. I mean, once you get going and you're trying to pass a board, and it's very tough to get going here. Now, I've already passed this board once, so let me see if I can give you a good example. And see, you really got to time your stuff out when you are tapping the screen and know how far your ball is going to go. All right, we're going to go back to the main screen, and we're going to go back to level 1 so I can show you a complete overview. Now you can see a little trampoline up on the one bar there. Now if you hit that and you tap the screen, you will jump a lot higher in order to go further. Now you can see on this board, obviously being the first level, there are a lot less obstacles to make it through. We're going to go ahead and grab as many coins as we can as we go through here. And again, sometimes you can let the ball kind of bounce on its own, or you can tap the screen to kind of make it work with you. Give it a little nudge further. We're getting a lot of coins on this one. And here we go, here we go. All right, now we've approached a little pit. And we're going to have to nudge it a little bit there. You kind of have to use your judgment while you're playing this, whether or not you need to give your character a little nudge, or if it'll just hit it on its own on a regular bounce here. You'll also notice that we're currently using a bowling ball for our character that we went ahead and purchased. Alright, now we've reached the end of the board and there's a star, so we're going to go ahead and bounce right up through that. And 41 is the bouncer coins that we achieved through that. We're going to go ahead and go to the main menu here. We're going to play one more game. We're going to jump back. We'll go to level 4 here. We'll see what we can do, because I would like to show you a few more things that really aren't going to be able to be seen on level 1 there. So as you can see, I'm manipulating my character. You know, if I've got to go back, then I simply tap the other side of the screen, and we can get to new levels of height here. Now you'll notice this pink slime. If you hit that, you can't jump. So all you do is simply roll when you get onto something like that. And we're not doing it half bad this time. And we're going to let it bounce. Whoa. And maybe not. So we're going to try to get... Nope. And we wouldn't make it over that. So we had to manipulate it a little bit. And we didn't make it through that. And pretty much there it is. And then, as you can see in the upper left and right hand corner, we can go ahead and follow them on Facebook and Twitter. And there you have it. Bouncers Adventures is currently available over on the App Store for 99 cents with in-app purchases built in. So make sure to click on the link and download it today. As always, this is Mike over at Monster Mobile Marketing, and we'll catch you next time.